Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new, my name is Haley, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about all the books that I've read in 2025 so far. I read a total of 9 books so far, and my goal is to read like at least 20 books this year by the time 2025 ends. But yeah, I'm going to be showing you guys all the books that I've been reading and telling you my favorites and my thoughts on them. So right now I'm currently reading Girl to Girl Complex. I don't really know how to summarize the book without spoiling it. Well, I'm on chapter 39. I read 314 pages, so I'm pretty much almost done with that book. I only have this much pages left, so I can probably finish it today. But basically it's about two people. This girl, Mackenzie, she's rich and she comes from a rich family. She has a rich boyfriend, Preston, and then there's this other guy, Cooper, who is a townie. And then the beginning, Cooper and Preston get in a fight, and he gets Cooper fired from his job. And then later on, well, Mackenzie, this is her first year of college basically, and Cooper and his friends find out that Preston has a girlfriend, and he makes a deal with his friends that he's going to try to make her fall in love with Cooper so she can break up with Preston to get back at him. And then later on in the book, he doesn't want to go through with it because he falls for Mackenzie really hard. So that's all I'm gonna say about this book so far. That's basically, I mean, that's what it really says on here on the back. But yeah, they don't really like the rich trust fund kids. But yeah, I so far love this book. I can't wait to finish this book. I'm kind of sad that it's ending, but this is part of the Avalon Bay series, so this is the first book of the series, so I'll probably get the next book, which I'm pretty sure is called Bad Girl Reputation. But yeah, I love this book so far. I can't wait to finish it. The next book that I read, well, I read this book before I started Girl to Girl Complex, and it is Beach Read by Emily Henry. I did not really like this book. I thought it was gonna be more a romance book, at the beach, and I don't know, I don't know. It's over 400 pages, and I mean, I was kind of getting bored of this a little bit. In the beginning, it was going slow, and it was making me kind of fall asleep a little bit. In the beginning, things didn't start getting good until when it was getting towards the end of the book. But yeah, it's basically about these two authors who write different genres, and then they switch writing different genres. They each write basically seeing who they can sell their book first. And yeah, I don't know, I don't really know what I think about this book. I think I gave it 3 stars or 3.5 stars, I don't know. But it didn't really exceed my expectations. I don't know. Maybe it was because I was taking summer classes in school, and I was also draining from that, my math class. But yeah, 3 stars. I don't know what else to say about this book. So, For the Summer by Abby Jimenez, and I gave this book 5 stars. It was absolutely what I thought it was gonna be. It was one of my favorite summer books that I read this summer. And yeah, basically it's about Justin and Emma both have basically curses because whoever they date, both of them, like, their ex, like, ends up getting married. Like, when they break up, like, their exes become married and stuff, and so they both have this curse, and then they find each other through, like, Reddit, through, like, a thread or whatever, and they end up trying to date each other to, like, break the curse, because, like, it says 4 dates, a kiss, and a breakup. That's all it will take to find their soulmate. But basically they try to date each other to break this curse that they have, but then, like, I don't know how to explain it without spoiling it, but towards the end, like, they, like, fall in love with each other, and yeah, I guess this was part of a series, like, part of your world or something, and I guess this is the last book that I accidentally read first, but I heard some people saying it is also, like, a standalone, so yeah, but I wish I would have read the other books before this, but that's okay. I like to get, like, a better connection to the characters, but it's also, I guess, can be a standalone, but I will definitely pick up the rest of this series, part of this book. But yeah, 5 stars for this book right here. The next book that I read is Carly Fortune, One Golden Summer. This was the second book of Every Summer After by Carly. This is Charlie's point of view, because as you can, if you read Every Summer After, we heard from Sam and Percy. And this book we see Charlie and Alice, and basically they go, when Alice's grandmother breaks her hip, they, like, go to this cottage, and I guess Alice was the one that took a picture, like, of Charlie, Sam, and Percy when they were, like, in this yellow speedboat in, like, Every Summer After, and I guess Charlie finds out it was her that took the picture, and yeah, I guess when she's at the cottage, and then her and Charlie become friends. But yeah, I love this book so much. Charlie was so funny and romantic in this book. Like, I fell in love with Charlie so much. He was so funny and romantic, and he was so sweet to Alice's grandmother. But yeah, I think I gave this book 5 stars. I love this book. I, like, recommend you read Every Summer After before you read this book, so you can get a better connection to the characters and all. We see Sam and Percy return in this book, which I loved, but yeah, I gave this book 5 stars, but that is that. The next book I read was It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, which I think I gave this book 5 stars. I don't know how to explain this book without spoiling it. I don't know, let me read the back real quick. Sometimes the one who loves you is the one who hurts you the most. Lily hasn't always had it easy, but that's never stopped her from working hard for the life she wants. She's come a long way from the small town in Maine where she grew up. She graduated from college, moved to Boston, and started her own business. So when she feels a spark with a gorgeous neurosurgeon named Ryle Kincaid, everything in Lily's life suddenly seems almost too good to be true. Ryle is assertive, stubborn, maybe even a little arrogant. He's also sensitive, brilliant, and has a total soft spot for Lily. But Ryle's complete aversion to relationships is disturbing. As questions about her new relationship overwhelm her, so do thoughts of Atlas Corrigan, her first love, and a link to the past she left behind. He was her kindred spirit, her protector. When Atlas suddenly reappears, everything Lily has built with Ryle is threatened. With this bold and deeply personal novel, Colleen Hoover delivers a heart-wrenching story that breaks exciting new ground for her as a writer. Yeah, I don't really know what to say without spoiling this book. I just want to say I love this book. I got Like, I know there was a mixed reactions to this book, so I was a little skeptical of picking this up and a little hesitant, but I'm glad I did, and I can't wait to read the second book. It Starts With Us, and because I love this book, so it will definitely start It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover. But yeah, I think I gave this 5 stars. The next book I read was the second book in the Natural series, which is Killer Instinct by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I don't really know what to say without spoiling this book because I don't know if any of you read the first book, but it's the second book, and it's basically about another Criminal Minds. Basically like a copycat of Dean's father. I think I gave this book 5 stars. I kind of annotated a little bit, like my thoughts of what was going on, like of who I thought was like the killer. But yeah, there's 2 more books I think of the Natural series. I know there's All In and Bad Blood. I don't know if there's anything else, but I will definitely pick up the 3rd book because I can't wait to read it. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that book. This next book, it wasn't really my favorite. It's This Song Is Not For You by Laura Nolan. I think I gave this 3 stars or 2 stars. Like, I did not like this book at all. Like, as you can see, it's a short read. Yeah, it's like definitely a short read. It's like maybe 200 pages. To like her other book, like If He Had Been With Me, that was so sad and heartbreaking. Like, I thought this was gonna be heartbreaking or like a love triangle because it's about like Ramona, Sam, and Tom. Like, both Tom and Sam like Ramona, and they're like in the bands and stuff. Yeah, I thought this was gonna be a love triangle, but like, no, it wasn't, and the chapters were super short too, which was easy to read. Like, you can read this like in a day or something, or 2 days, like really easy to read. But like, it was also, the characters were like quirky and awkward, like, and there was like no plot in this book. Like, they were just being awkward and quirky a little bit most of the book, but like there was no plot. And then the ending, like the way it ended, like I don't understand why it ended like that. I don't really want to say too much about this book. I have 2 more books left. One of them is The Notebook by Nicholas Sparks. I watched the movie like twice, I think, and I never read the book. Like, I never knew they had a book, but I just wanted to read it. Which, look at the cover, guys. It's so like cute, guys. But I never heard of the book, so I just wanted to read the book, and it was absolutely my favorite. And I think I love the book way more than the movie, guys. It is so like, it has more detail than the movie, and it has some different things. Like, in the movie, it starts when they're like teenagers, and then like as they get older and stuff, but like in the book they're like already adults, so that's the difference. But yeah, let's see, like, it's starts like when Noah is 31, like they're like in their 30s, but like in the movie they're like teenagers and how they meet and stuff. And I think in the movie it shows them like fighting more and like showing more toxicity, like when they're more toxic. But like in the book they weren't even fighting that much. Like, they were mainly getting along and didn't really show them fighting. But I like the book more, that's why. But yeah, I think I gave this 5 stars. The last book that I read this year is The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. This was my second time reading it. It was a reread because I read it like when I was in sophomore year of high school, and I just wanted to read it again because I had nothing else to read and I was bored, and I think I read this in like a day or 2 days. So it was a really fast read for me. I watched the movie before, and the movie was my favorite, and I absolutely love this book too. Heroic story of friendship and belonging, that's like what it's about. But it says, no one ever said life was easy, but Ponyboy is pretty sure that he's got things figured out. He knows that he can count on his brothers, Dairy and Soda Pop, and he knows that he can count on his friends, true friends who would do anything for him, like Johnny and Two-Bit. And when it comes to the a vicious gang of rich kids who enjoy being up on greasers like him and his friends, he knows that he can count on them for trouble. But one night, someone takes things too far and Ponyboy's world is turned upside down. I love this book. I think I gave it like 5 stars or 4 stars. I don't know, maybe because like in the beginning it was kind of boring, like when they were building up the characters. But like, I love this book. Like 5 stars or 4.5 stars. Like, I think I like this a little bit better than the movie because it has more, well actually, I don't know if I like this better or the movie better, but, probably this a little bit better than the movie because there's like more details, and yeah, but yeah, that was that last book that I read, in 2025, so there you have it. I read 9 books so far in 2025. It is a big stack of books. If you guys enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe down below, and let me know what other videos you guys want to see from me. Yeah, this is the end of today's video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!